In today's video, I want to talk about LTO network, a hybrid blockchain platform that enables GDPR solutions, but it's not obviously just limited to that. The blockchain is in general used to secure, verify, and also exchange mainly B2B, business to business information. Now, before we get to our usual Elliott wave analysis, do know that LTO coin has seen an incredible rally over the last quarter, which pretty much is the year-to-date period, surging from a low of 13 cents back in January up to a high of 85 cents just a few hours back. So if you ask me, is this a good time to buy? I would say let's just jump right on the charts, do our Elliott wave analysis, and from there you can make your own conclusions. None of this analysis is to be misconstrued for investment advice, so you always have to do your own research as well, should you wish to invest, and use this video as a supplementary educational resource rather than anything else. So let's go to the charts. Now, before we start analyzing, do note that I always, well, not always, but most often I use the logarithmic chart. Before we go into that, we need to really look at the data on CoinMarketCap for a simple reason, because the data we have here on TradingView does not really include all the periods from back in April 19. So what I will do, I will create here an amazing data line over here, which comes like this, just to indicate that we've got a first wave and a second wave down here, and we go for 3, 4, and 5 in the primary degree, because we need to take into account all the data that we are seeing or we are using. Now internally, as you can clearly see, this is wave 1, this is wave 2, and well, wave 3, 4, and 5. We're gonna have a quick look what is really going on up here once we sort out these lower structure patterns. Yeah. So the first thing we need to do, well, first of all, is start counting what is going on over here. Now, I placed wave 2 over here because it's the low, but the truth is that because I see this as being quite corrective, yeah, it looks like to me that this can indeed be an ABC, and it can be considered as a flat pattern, which means this is a minor wave correction here, yeah, and that means that we've got an ABC over on the first leg, because the flat pattern is a 335 pattern, which means, and I will show you in a second. Let me just finish this one off. This is WX, YX, and Y. This is a 333, guys, in wave B of this flat. And over here we have a very nice 5-wave move as well on the downside, as required as the last wave of the running flat. Excuse me, that should be the same color as here. And a very nice triangle, it looks like, as well over here, okay, in wave 4. So this is the first wave and the second wave done, okay. So what we usually have to do is go and count wave 1 and 2 to see exactly where markets have gone. So let's go back on the coordinates. The beginning is 0, guys. Okay, so we start from there, and since we extended above 261, 4236 looks like is the next level, right? So we go up to wave 1 and down all the way down to wave 2. Okay, let me just pull this a little bit further out to have the space a little bit cleared. So we'll keep those levels in mind always, and the 361.8, yeah, in case we get a correction on the downside, which I think is quite possible, and I will explain why. Now, since we've got waves 1 and 2, we can go ahead and get the previous low, get the wave 2 low, and go and connect that to wave 1. And we can see that we have reached a top over here, which in some case which suggests that wave 3 is done over here, and then we're going to get a 4, and then we're going to get a 5. But we are seeing two scenarios over here, guys. I will explain why. Simply, first of all, because we have an internal structure in here, which means wave 3 can extend and break outside the channel. And second, because if we take the internal structures, actually, let me just draw the internal structure first, and then we're going to do the Fibonacci so that you understand what I'm talking about. We've got 1, 2, and then wave 3 most likely is going to get down over here. Then we're going to get 4 and 5, and that is going to be minor degree, yeah? Now, why that is simply because internally we've got another structure, yeah? So we've got 1, 2, we've got a 3, we've got a 4, and this, guys, is the fifth wave. We've got a fifth wave extension, okay? So now, since wave 5 is the one that is extended, we can use a Fibonacci to see where exactly we potentially could end. What we need to do now with the 5 wave extension over here is go and check wave 1 and wave 2. Wave 1 and 4, sorry. And you can clearly see, guys, that wave 1 and 2, 3 and 4 done, yeah? And the 4, 2, 3, 6 extension of waves 1, 2, 4 brings us to 87 cents, okay? Which is a very important level because we've got price Fibonacci extension as well as the channel over here reached. But as I said before, because I think we have got an extended 5-year, I think after wave 4 we're going to break up, and wave 3 is going to be the way that it's going to break the channel, which then would suggest that once we get this, yeah, we're going to get back down to reject the channel, yeah, reject bears for wave 4, and then we're going to get wave 5. This is what I'm looking at this particular moment. Now, what else I want to do, guys, is go and place the internal channel over here, okay? And you can see again, on that internal channel, we are reaching that level again. So this is a very, very, very high activity level, in my opinion. Is going to be a confluence level in either case, okay? So the 87 could be the level where prices could start correcting down to around 70 or so, and then continue higher, okay? So it could be a case where this is a false break so far, and we could get another false break, okay? Because in my opinion, guys, and this is a clear 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going for a 5. Okay, it looks pretty clear to me. But if you want that we go a little bit closer, yeah, let's go a little bit closer, and I will show you something else as well. So we've got this internal structure over here: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You see, and you might ask why we've got all these corrections over here. Well, there is two scenarios, guys. One is that this is the end, and this is like some sort of ending diagonal, okay? And the ending diagonal is going to be something like that. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to get another leg up to break the 87 cents, perhaps even the 90 cents. But I find it unlikely that we're going to reach the top of this trend line. Unlikely, because it's quite extended. And the other scenario is that, and that would of course deliver a breakout, okay, is that wave 3 is going to be here, guys, which means that we've got this structure going, yeah, 1, 2, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, yeah, and this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3, yeah. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is the 4, and this is the 5, okay? And wave 3 would be up here. This is also possible, 4 and 5. So in either case, though, I see the 87 or even like the 90 cents potentially forming some nice resistance level, at least for the time being. Now, what we can do is go and identify some Fibonacci levels over here. yeah, then 112 comes in, the 86 comes in again, which is very close to the 87. And this is the Fibonacci extension for, well, if we assume as before that we were here, yeah, this is wave 3 and 4. Now, the 61.8 is already done. Yeah, it's very obvious. It's down here, 71. But this is a level again to look at. Okay, so guys, we've got the 87 that potentially it could create some sort of correction. This correction could take us down to around 61.8 Fibonacci extension of wave 3 and 4, which is 71 cents. At the same time, this is also the longer term 400-236 extension of minor waves 1 and 2, if not mistaken. And also on the downside, this is going to be a very, very, very important level to look at. So 87, like 90 cents, and then the 70 cents, they're definitely going to be on my radar. Now, if we break higher than that, then I will be looking at 112 next, okay? But the 112 next means that we're going to get minor wave 3 here. So a correction could be expected down to the regression channel, and then we are talking about prices really shooting higher. I cannot really give you any more levels than the 2.21 for now, because this is going to be the 4236 Fibonacci extension of minor waves 1 and 2. Okay, so guys, this will be all for the day. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, click the like button, leave a comment. I tend to reply and to respond as soon as I can, and of course to help you in this journey.